what should I do? Alright. Here are a bunch of glitches in Twilight Princess. Starting off the Wii version, here's a handy glitch that I can use while in the Goron mines. After obtaining the iron boots, Link has to walk across various magnetic surfaces to complete the dungeon. While being flung towards the ceiling, if you open up your inventory and swap out the iron boots, for as long as you're on the magnetic section, Link will be running around at full speed. It's pretty nice in a speedrun. After you've beaten the Goron mines, there's a couple fun glitches that can be performed with the Goron. First, talk to one of them from behind and accept its offer for a boost. Then move away. When it tries to pop up on its own, run up close so that Link gets knocked back as it pops up. The Goron should get stuck in this turning animation, which I think is pretty cute.
Show me what you got.
Another thing you can do is bring a rock nearby and make the Goron curl up and then place the rock on him. This kills the Goron, more or less. Unless you leave the area or go far enough to despawn the rock, the Goron cannot get up ever again. Let's mourn the loss of this wonderful creature by stacking a bunch more rocks on him. Yay! Now here's a way to obtain unlimited bomb arrows, but it requires a few things. You'll need to have access to Plum's minigame, Ease's minigame unlocked, the claw shot, and the master sword. Over in Lake Hylia, start Plum's minigame where he's supposed to collect fruit and crash into the wall. Wolf Link should respawn at the dock. Go ahead and say no to trying again and then jump into the water. Since I'm playing the GameCube version, I'll be moving off to the right, but keep in mind, on the Wii version everything is flipped compared to the GameCube version, so if you're following along with the opposite version from what I'm showing, some conversion will be necessary. I hope that makes sense. So pull out the claw shot and hold the button so it's ready to shoot and L target to move. Press against the wall here and keep moving forward. Link should gradually float right through the wall and out of bounds. Keep swimming away and Link should fall into the void. Respawning on the dock once more, Plum will give Human Link the opportunity to retry the minigame, which shouldn't be a thing, but it is. So go ahead and hit yes to try again, and then fail on purpose. Now this will spawn Link just outside the cave in the void. Also, since it's the first time I'm technically entering Isa's cabin / her minigame, this happens. So now, transform into Wolf and jump into the water. Just like how Human Link isn't supposed to be in Plum's minigame, Wolf Link isn't supposed to be in Isa's minigame. Also, this is terrifying. Say yes to retrying Isa's minigame, which will return Wolf Link to the cabin. Now you can't transform or use the door, so just warp out of there. Congratulations, the game now thinks that you're still in the minigame, which has infinite bomb arrows, so you're free to blow up literally everything. If you unequip the bomb arrows and re-equip them, you'll still have an endless supply. The world is your oyster to blow up. This ends when you turn off the game. Now here's something neat. Right after starting Plum's minigame, it's actually possible to clip out of bounds by dashing around here between the stalactite and the wall. You can fly wherever you want within reason. This can be used to trigger another glitch that I couldn't replicate, so instead, here's Wolf Link sliding down a cliff and then getting stuck forever. Here's something pretty minor. In Northern Village, you want to summon a hawk and aim it right around here. Send it flying and it'll actually get stuck under the porch roof. I swear this running trend of innocent creatures getting stuck isn't on purpose. The map glitch is extremely easy to perform and it actually works in both versions, so here's how it's done. On the GameCube version, you want to press right on the D-pad and Z at the same time. The map should pop up first, and when you pick a place to warp to, instead of warping, Midna will actually talk to Link. If you're on the Wii version, you have to have a bottle filled with water and put it on the B button. Press the 1 and B buttons at the same time, and up on the D-pad before the map pops up. Again, choose a place to warp and Midna should talk to Link. No matter the version, the result is the same. All loading zones will no longer trigger, and Link cannot actually die from falling into the void. This means that you can explore way past where you're supposed to. And trying to enter a building will either have Link falling forever, or just get stuck inside. This glitch gave me hours of entertainment, or at least 1 hour, but I could only show a small portion of that here. If you want to watch a compilation of all the weird stuff I recorded with this glitch as well as the others in this video, check out the video on my second channel. So here's something you might not have considered. The title screen is not a video being played with the logo on top, it's actually all in engine. That means that if we use a glitch called Back in Time, we could actually control Link in the title screen. There are a few different methods for making this happen, but the short of it is that you need to have Link die by falling into the void while resetting the console at the same time. Ordon Bridge is a nice place to do this, at least on the GameCube. Hang off the bridge right around here, where Link is about halfway into the wall. Press right on the D-pad and A at the same time. Link should drop for just a frame and the map should come up. Zoom out to the point where pressing B would cancel the map, and perform a soft reset by pressing Start, X, and B, where B is the last button pressed. This should reset the console while at the same time, Link falls into the void. The result should be that Link awakens here on Eldin Bridge. Congratulations, we're now in the title screen. If we press A or Start, the logo will actually appear, and pressing it again will take you to the file select. Now, try to go to the file select screen while jumping into the void. If you press Start just as Link starts to scream, you could actually select the file, and Link will be fighting against King Bublin with all of his items available. It's pretty neat, huh? There are two different glitches that involve the cannon found in Kakariko Village. First off, it's actually possible to clip past a statue and warp the cannon to Lake Hylia early. This lets you skip the Temple of Time and half of Snow Peak Ruins. All you need to do is go into Ronaldo's basement and line yourself up between the wall and statue on the left side if you're playing on the GameCube, or right side if you're on the Wii. Moving against the statue, transform into a wolf and hold forward. If your positioning is correct, Link should clip right through. Now get close to the statue, talk to Minda, and then open up the map screen and warp to Lake Hylia. Be warned, make sure you show Aruru's memo to Fire and visit the desert at least once before repairing the cannon. If you don't, the game might crash. While the cannon room may giveth, it can also taketh away. While in the cannon room, if you save the game and turn off the console, and then turn it back on, you'll become trapped. Shadow will disappear, but still briefly pop into existence to tell the player that they cannot leave. Link cannot warp away, since an invisible Shad is watching. You also can't tell the creep to leave like normal, because he's no longer on this plane of existence. This completely kills the save file, though it only happens in certain Wii versions of the game. That's why I couldn't record the footage myself. There's a pretty sweet trick that allows Link to get the Master Sword early, before ever entering a dungeon. It's so useful that a skilled speedrunner can obtain the Master Sword in less than 20 minutes from starting the game. Though that does require a bunch of other glitches, you get the idea. So here's how it's done. In the area just before the Forest Temple, lure one of the Shadow Beasts over here next to the tree root. When it goes to attack, run around it to this patch of dirt. This should give the beast the right positioning. Now perform a super jump by charging up an attack and releasing it as the beast attempts to attack Link while pushing against the enemy. It took me so long to actually get this to work, but when you eventually do, you'll be on the wall. Now you can just run as you see here and jump through the wall and ta-da! Link will be just before the Sacred Grove. Now you can get the Master Sword like usual, just very early, but be warned. Using this trick will lead to some dead ends, which can be overcome with some strategies that I will not be showing off here. If you want to see what those are, check the link in the description and head over to zeldaspeedruns.com for more info. So by having the Master Sword early, you can actually change forms in places that you shouldn't be able to. Because of that, you get scenes like this. Even better, in the Forest Temple, try swinging with a monkey. Lastly, if you try to beat Diababa in the Forest Temple with Wolf Link, the cutscene will just not work right. The camera will become locked on this angle, and after the dialogue is done, you're stuck with this sort of relaxing scene. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks to my patrons whose support helps make these videos possible. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to subscribe and maybe leave a like. It really helps out. If you're in the mood for more videos, check out the stuff on screen. Anyways, thanks again, I'll see you in the next one.